Welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to be speaking about the importance of giving, finding out what your special gifts are, and giving them free of charge, no strings attached.
Welcome to this edition of Peak Performers Podcast with your host, Thor Conklin. Thor will be sharing the necessary tools, strategies, and psychology you'll need to become a peak performer in any area of your life or business.
Thor Conklin here. We give you the tricks, the tips, the tools, the strategy, the technology, and the psychology peak performers use in order to get more done and execute at the highest level. If you know what to do but struggle with getting it all done, or simply want to raise your game to the next level, this podcast is for you. Sit back and enjoy. Many of you know that I've been an entrepreneur for the last 16 years now. And throughout that time, every single business that I've had, it's always about finding out what the customer wants, needs, desires, and finding a way to get it to them, right? Because you don't have a business unless you can meet other people's needs. But so often in business, we find strategies, we find ideas, we find ways of figuring out how to constantly get. And we forget that it's really about giving. It's about giving of ourselves, giving our products or services, and everything else that goes into business. It's about giving. It's about providing massive value for others. And so many entrepreneurs, so many business leaders forget this. Several times a year, I'll spend my time traveling and giving my time and my energy at events around the world. And I do this as a volunteer. I pay my own way because I get so much back in return. When I'm able to help someone get through a struggle, get through a problem, and show them an easier, more effective way or break through something that they've been struggling with for years, that is very, very rewarding. Here in Atlanta, once a month, I donate my time and my energy to a group of young entrepreneurs that have a business of at least $250,000, and they're trying to figure out how to build that to $1 million. And then once they do that, they graduate and they become part of our overall program, our entrepreneurs organization. It's an organization of 22,000 people worldwide, entrepreneurs with businesses of $1 million plus. And this is the accelerator program. They're trying to figure out how to get to that next level. And I love working with these guys and girls. It's providing them the mentorship, the ideas, the insights, the hand-holding, the butt-kicking sometimes, and just doing whatever I can to get them from where they are to where they want to go. People send me emails, texts, phone calls all the time asking questions. If anybody ever wants to get on the phone with me, simply just send me an email, send it to thor@thorconklin.com, and just ask to get on the phone for a couple minutes. Free of charge, my pleasure. We'll talk about anything that you want to. Because sometimes it's just that one little thing that you're stuck on, that one little thing that you don't see, or that one great question that you haven't asked yourself. So my question or my challenge for you today is, this week, instead of trying to figure out what you can get from your clients, from those around you, from your intimate relationship, figure out what you can give. Go in expecting nothing in return. Just to serve, just to give. And I'll set a challenge for you. The format of this episode is very different. Normally at the end of the episodes, I would ask you to share this with your friends and family and those that you think that they might value this information. Well, this one, I don't want you to share anywhere. I don't want you to forward it. I don't want you to share it. I don't want you to do anything. Because here's what's going to happen. I wanted to ask myself, where could I share? What could I do? How could I give? And I do that every day by giving these podcasts. They're free of charge. I've done 115 of them so far. And I don't ask for anything in return. If you like what you hear, pass it along. If you're having trouble executing, get some information about our Business Execution Summit. This particular episode, I don't want you to do anything with it. I don't want you to share it. And here's the reason why. I wanted to give back a little bit more. And I decided for every time this episode is shared, I'm going to donate $10, up to 50 shares, to Angels Among Us. It's a program here in Atlanta, Georgia, that helps for pet adoption, for actually, I think specifically dog Pet Adoptions. And I love dogs. And they're a great organization. It's a nonprofit. And they just do a great job of finding great homes for dogs. But please do not share this with anybody. Okay? No one. Don't share it. Don't tweet it. Don't do anything. Because if you do, it's going to cost me a bunch of money. My ask of you is don't cost me a lot of money this week. I hope you have an amazing week. If there's anything I can do to assist or help any of you, please just drop me a email, a text, phone call, and I'd be more than happy to get on the phone with you for 10, 15 minutes, free of charge, and talk about anything that you like to. And if there's some expertise, some guidance that I might have that can help you along your journey, all the better. My true calling is to be able to help you get to the next level.